Hey, this is Albert Ayotte over at Mill Creek Overland. Wanted to take a moment to go over the Black Hawk suspension upper control arms. These were recently brought back into the US market. We have decided to start importing these from Australia for some specific reasons. They have some things that differentiate them from some of the other upper control arms that you may have seen in the Toyota specifically aftermarket. Starting at the back here, Black Hawk uses a rubber original equipment style bushing. The reason that they do that is to isolate undesirable driving characteristics from being transferred through the control arm into the chassis of the vehicle and thus to you while you're driving. The tubing is a very thick 32 millimeter outside diameter tubing with a 6 millimeter wall thickness. This makes this control arm extremely strong. If you come out here to the end, the ball joint is an original equipment style ball joint. That is, it's completely sealed. However, unlike the original equipment ball joint, it is serviceable. So you can grease this, and it is a high articulation ball joint. So this ball joint articulates 73 degrees instead of the factory OE 68 degrees. The ball joint cup was designed so that if in the unlikely event you were out on the trail in the middle of nowhere and were to have a failure, failures eventually will happen with everything, and you needed to get home, you could utilize an original equipment ball joint. So you could go into any parts store, grab a ball joint, pop it in and get home. Same thing with the bushing out here. These were built with 3 degrees of caster built into them to correct your steering geometry so that whenever you lift your vehicle, you're not going to be losing caster. That means that you're not going to have bump steer and some of the other things that really make an independent front suspension truck not very fun to drive whenever you lift them unless you correct caster. These were designed in Australia and meet the most stringent Australian safety specifications. If you have any questions about these upper control arms, I'd welcome you to visit millcreekoverland.com for more information.